All right, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back. A little bit of a bloodbath today, but other than that, I think we got some movers we're going to talk about. Good week so far, and it is actually officially the first day of the month. So July is off the books. Tell you about a little bit about the Friday trading style, what's going to go on as the first day, but we are having a little bit of a bloodbath. But good to see you all. Good morning, everyone. And welcome back for the last day of the week and the first day of the month. So, market's taking a very, very big hit. And, with that said, listen, I think we got a little spoiled. I mean, the market's been on a huge run up. Markets going down is a good thing because, it takes off a little bit of the pressure, as in, is this a real rally or is it not? And it's always like when a market tanks, I wouldn't say tank, but whenever it reverses, it's the same thing like a stock. Whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. So we got to go down before we can go up. And listen, we've been on a sugar high for almost like 2 months, 3 months. So a little bit of a selling is not a bad thing. But on another thing that I want to talk about, I want to talk about the stock FIG. Did anyone trade FIG, by the way? It went public yesterday, and we were watching it, and around 2:30 was hovering around the $100 price range. Merrill Lynch, I think, brought this company public. FIG is a huge competitor of Adobe. It's been a really popular platform, and the stock is just doing incredible, and it's up again today. Now, this is on the category 5 level, so unless you are an advanced trader, just be very, very careful of it. And the only reason why I like the FIG trade, because as the market is down, a lot of day traders are going to be looking not to know what to trade, and this might be one of them. All right. So if you look down my list, I mean, everything is just plain old red, and the only thing that's got a big number right there is the FIG trade. So that's a pretty good thing. Anyway, a lot of stocks took a big hit. I sold a lot of stock yesterday. I think I'm in 50% cash. I think some of you heard me yesterday. I got out of some of the positions that I had, and I'm glad that I did, and I think I'll be honest with you, I think I got lucky. I mean, knowing what was going on, but I did sell quite a few stocks. I sold my Teslas, I sold my Bull, I sold my Archers, I sold a lot of stock, very little here and there. So I'm actually happy with it. I still own a lot, but I'm gonna look for some bargains. One other stock I want you to keep an eye on too, and I posted in the room, is the where is she? Oh, right there. Keep an eye on United Healthcare. All right. UNH. I mean, it's expensive, but United Healthcare has got a lot of support where it is right here. And you could see it. Remember this big drop right there? What was the low right there? 248. So we basically came right back to it. Some of you remember it back in May. We traded the stock and it ran all the way to 320. Could we get a little bit of dead cat bounce? We might. I got out of it. It's funny. I got into it. I made money. I got back into it and I broke even and I lost a little bit, but I did well from here. But I chased it a little bit. And then I got out of it after it broke like 300. And I'm glad that I did. I just happened to go check. I'm like, holy crap, what happened? And the news on the stock is that President Trump is putting a lot of stress and pressure on the pharmaceutical stocks and the healthcare companies to bring down their costs, especially the drug stocks. So Eli Lilly took a big hit. United Healthcare's taking a big hit. This whole new bill that he passed of, what's going to happen with Medicaid and Medicare. I actually looked into it a little bit, just to like give everyone a heads up on it. It doesn't go into effect until 2027. So no one's really losing any healthcare benefits, no matter if you're undocumented, if you are, or you are on the poverty level and, you got to do the 20 hours a week to keep it. But it's not going to kick in until 2027. So it's a year and a half away. So I don't know if these companies are trying to factor it in yet or whatever it is. But listen, those catastrophes make opportunities. Some of you might look at it as a good thing, bad thing. Don't look at it political, I always say. I just look at it where, you know what? If they're taking that away from some people, obviously these companies make a lot of money doing it. Now you think like, well, it'll help the cost, whatever it is. At the end of the day, if they lose customers, they lose money. So maybe that's why the stock is down also. So I would keep a close eye on these stocks moving forward. It's Lilly is what? Is it LLY? Is it? Yeah, Eli Lilly came down a little bit, not that much, down to 750. All right, so we'll keep an eye on these drug stocks. LLY. We'll keep an eye on. Let me put it over here. Those are the big one. And Nuvo obviously was the other one. Nuvo, we just talked about that one. Nuvo got crushed. Went from 70 down to almost 40. Keep an eye on that one. You might be getting a dead cat bounce. Has nothing to do about all the news that's going on and what Trump did. This is obviously trading because their number one drug, their weight loss drug, is not doing as well, and that got destroyed. So anyway, could be another dead cat bounce. I would keep an eye on it also. All right. Kramer ranted on Fig effect in the market following Fig Newton all over the studio. Yeah, well, we're going to keep an eye on that stock on the Fig trade. So we'll see how that opens up. It's going to be extremely volatile. All right. But the only reason why I kind of like it is that some of the people might start jumping into it because if everything else is down, everyone's looking to trade something that's long. Now, just to let everybody know, I'm going to be hosting an event tomorrow. And here's the link for that if anyone's wants to come and join it. So we teamed up with TickBlaze. So if everyone right after we're done with the meeting, if you could just, if you guys want to register, there's the link right there. I'm going to be doing an event on TickBlaze. Great software. I know them for a while. I've done so many events. They did some restructuring. They bought a good software company. I'm going to be on at 10 a.m. If you can't make it tomorrow, it will be recorded. Okay. So you definitely want to check out. I'm going to have the CEO of the company that's going to be on with me, which is going to be great. Very rarely that ever happened. Somebody remember we did have him on our podcast. So I was pretty excited about hearing what he had to do, but I want to show a little bit about the platform. And so don't forget to register for that. All right. So when we're done with my meeting right now in the next 10 minutes, please go out there and register for it. And like I said, if you can't make it, that's fine. All right. Let's talk about just as long as you register and you get the promo, because they're gonna put out some pretty big promos on that platform. And I think you guys always want to try different softwares. I mean, it might be for you, not be for you, but you know what? Sometimes it's got some pretty good features and it's something that you've been looking for and you don't know until you actually watch it. A couple of stocks I want to keep an eye on right now. Also, this stock is obviously doing really, really well. This is probably the big one right here, MWY. And just when you thought like the market's down, you got a stock that's up 111%. The stock has been a great runner up since 8 o'clock this morning. I know you've been watching it all morning. Some of you are already in it already. Stock was at 220. We're already at $1.90. I'm seeing a lot of buyers. This stock got destroyed. It was at $10, came all the way back down. This is what we're looking for. Resistance levels look around here, around 237 and $2. So those are our big resistance levels going back in the end of June. So that one could be a good mover. This one not really going anywhere. It looks like it just gapped up. So I'm not a really big fan of that. Ugly spread, small tier sizes. This one's doing really well too. TNON, big push, dollar stock went to $1.50. Look at that. That's a very beautiful trend right there. You could see how we're building a higher high, and it looks like, which you should all see, a Fausto flag. And we all know what that means, right? So that one looks pretty good. Just throwing an inventory really quick right here. I'll buy 1,000 right now just to get in there. Accept order. All right. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one there. Love the Fausto flags. Remember, that's how we trade. I'll get back to it a little bit later. RDL, not really. Ugly spread. BTAI, we traded the stock before, but it's not really going anywhere right now. It gapped up a little bit, but just kind of flat. Good spread. 40 million shares. Looks like it went up pretty early this morning, starting to trend down. I'll put this on the B list. BTAI. It's a very slow-moving stock. A lot of you remember this stock always, some reason, shows up on our watch list. FDMT on a downtrend, even though it's on a big CONI. Looks like it had good earnings. Push up, ugly. A lot of volume trading on that one. Nope, not interested. Not interested. 13%. Remember, anything under 10%, we're going to scratch unless it's a brand name stock. Losers, what do we got here? The stock is taking a little bit of a healthcare triangles, taking a little bit of a hit right now. The stock has been, my God, this thing got crushed. 400. Thing is just no mercy on it. Just when you think it can't go any lower. This one, we know why it's going up. It was a good trade that we traded yesterday, CPOP. What a great runner that was. 80 cents to $1.20. We're going to scratch that out. New York Stock Exchange, we know FIG. FIG's already there. Reddit obviously had earnings yesterday, did pretty well. RDTT. Keep an eye on that one. We'll put that on the watch list. And those are all ETFs. All right. So let me explain to you what's going to happen today on a Friday. So today's the first day of the pay period. So yesterday was a very weird day. You know, we had some good action, there's some volatility out there. But what's going to happen is no one really likes to, they like to close out their positions. It's probably one of the worst days to fall on the first day. So don't get too cocky today, all right? This is like the final stretch of summer of August. A lot of people on vacation right now. It's the first day of the month. Nobody wants to do anything crazy on their accounts. So, going into a weekend. So even though with the market where it's at, I'll be a little careful. Oh, another stock that's moving up pretty big, Joby. Joby is moving up really, really nicely too. JOBY. Big fan of Joby, by the way. So Joby, just let me bring this up really quick. Joby, we had this big run up. We were chasing Joby. I got in Joby. I ended up selling it. I might buy it back. What I liked about the Joby was consolidating. Okay. Now, I was a huge fan of Archer, but Joby is just doing so much better. Our Archer, remember they're in the same business. Archer, these are all drone stocks. So some of you don't know this, but it's holding here pretty big right here at the support level. But that's not what you want to see. What you want to see is this. You want to see consolidation because this stock probably has an opportunity to break out. So keep Joby on that watch list. It could probably be a good swing trade also. But anyway, it is Friday. Don't get too crazy. Don't get too cocky today. If we see something, we'll say something. All right. Any other stocks I'm missing out, cyber traders? Anything else? Don't forget to register for the event that I'm going to be doing on Saturday, tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you can't make it, once again, you could always get the recording of it. It's a pretty good software. If you use Wealth 365, if you use Metastock, if you use, TC2000, what's the other one? Trade Tools, whatever, any of those stocks. Definitely, it's always nice to know a little bit about what's out there as in technology goes. So make sure you guys get registered for it. And like I said, and look out for that big promo they're going to be sending out. All right, guys. Fausto, I've registered, interested in Tick Blaze for the future. Okay, Lynn, thank you very much for registering. Look forward to, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. All right, so I'll put this watch list on our alerts, on our X. Well, I'll tweet it. I'm going to stop calling X. I hate calling X. I mean, it just doesn't, I don't know why he changed the name. I'm going to tweet it. I hate that word, X. It doesn't make any sense, right? I'm going to tweet it, and then we'll also put it on our watch list and also on our Telegram. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market to open up. We got 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, you could always come and join our trading room here on the floor. There's that little QR code. Just take your phone. You could scan that QR code. You could join our trading floor. We're going to be broadcasting all day today, every day. If you want to not just show us, be here in the morning, you could be here and listen to us as we find other stocks, because there will be other stocks to trade. And if I know we had a lot of new trial members that are joining us. Hope you guys enjoying it. Make sure you watch those videos that we gave you, those short little clips. Make sure you subscribe to all our channels on our social media. Watch those shorts, like it, friend it, share it, and make sure you talk to Education Advisor, because trading is a great job, but it all takes a very big commitment if you want to do it right. You just can't go out there and trade and think you're going to figure it out. You got to learn before you can earn. All right, guys? So hopefully you'll be able to join our team. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll be back in 15 minutes.